When the sun goes down and the city lights begin to glow, Manchester reveals a completely different side of itself. The streets slowly become more lively, restaurants begin to fill up, bars welcome their first guests, and groups of friends start making their way into the city, ready to enjoy the night. For some people, going out is simply a way to relax after a long week of work. For others, it's a moment of freedom, a chance to dress up, meet friends, listen to music, dance, laugh, and forget about the routine of everyday life. And Manchester has built a reputation for having a nightlife full of energy and variety. But what really attracts so many people to the nightlife? Why do some girls spend so much time choosing what to wear before going out? Why do some prefer busy nightclubs, while others would rather enjoy a relaxed evening with friends? The answer is different for everyone. For many young adults, the night actually begins long before they arrive at a club. It starts with messages between friends, choosing where to go, deciding what kind of music they want to hear, and of course, getting ready. Some people choose an elegant outfit, others prefer something more daring, and some simply want to feel comfortable while still looking stylish. Either way, going out becomes an opportunity to express your personality. Once people step outside, the atmosphere changes again. The streets are illuminated, music can be heard coming from different venues, and groups of people move from one place to another, looking for their next destination. Friends meet, strangers become acquainted, conversations begin, people laugh, and sometimes an ordinary night can turn into a memory that lasts for years. And perhaps that's what makes nightlife so interesting. It's not only about clubs, music, or dancing. It's about the experience. It's a social moment, a chance to step away from your routine, meet different people, discover new places, and experience the city from a completely different perspective. So, for the next few minutes, we're going to explore Manchester after dark. Its atmosphere, its people, its fashion, its social life, its encounters, and the different ways people enjoy their nights. Welcome to VibeRush, and welcome to the nightlife of Manchester. When you walk through Manchester after dark, one of the first things you notice is the incredible variety of people enjoying the night. There isn't just one type of person who goes out. Some come with their closest friends. Some come as couples. Others arrive in small groups, hoping to meet new people and simply see where the night takes them. For many young adults, going out is a way to escape the routine of everyday life. During the week, life can feel repetitive. Work, studies, responsibilities, and schedules can leave very little time to simply relax. But when Friday or Saturday night arrives, the atmosphere changes. People start getting ready. Friends send messages to each other. Someone suggests a club, someone else chooses a bar, and suddenly, a simple evening can turn into a full night of plans. For many women, going out can also be a form of self-expression. Choosing an outfit, doing their hair, putting on makeup, and getting ready with friends can become part of the experience itself. It's not necessarily about trying to impress everyone around them. Sometimes it's simply about feeling good, feeling confident, feeling attractive, and enjoying a night where different styles everywhere. Some women prefer elegant dresses. Others choose jeans, fashionable tops, skirts, or more daring outfits. Some prefer a sophisticated look, while others want something fun and colourful. And that's one of the interesting things about nightlife. There is no single definition of looking good. Everyone has their own style. The same thing applies to men. Some arrive dressed casually, while others clearly spend time choosing their outfit before going out. A good shirt, a smart jacket, clean shoes, and a little confidence can completely change someone's appearance. But appearance isn't everything. When people go out, they are also looking for an atmosphere. Music plays a huge role. Some people want electronic music and a crowded dance floor. Others prefer R&B, hip-hop, pop, or live performances. Some want a loud club where everyone is dancing. Others would rather sit somewhere quieter, have a drink and talk with friends. And this variety is one of Manchester's biggest attractions. You can have completely different experiences on the same night. One street can feel calm and relaxed, while another is full of music, lights, and people waiting outside clubs. And then there's the social side of nightlife. Meeting people is one of the reasons many adults enjoy going out. Sometimes a conversation starts naturally. Someone makes a joke. Someone asks where you're from. Friends introduce each other. And occasionally, two people simply notice each other from across the room. This is where flirting can become part of the night. But successful social interaction isn't really about having a perfect appearance or using a special trick. Confidence, respect, and a good sense of humor often matter much more. People generally enjoy being around someone who makes them feel comfortable. A friendly smile can be more effective than trying too hard. A genuine conversation can be more memorable than a rehearsed line. And sometimes, the best nights happen when people stop worrying about what should happen and simply enjoy the moment. For women, feeling safe and comfortable is also an important part of enjoying a night out. Going out with trusted friends, staying together and looking after one another can make the experience much more enjoyable. The same applies to everyone. A good night is not about taking unnecessary risks. It's about having fun while respecting yourself and the people around you. And that's something worth remembering when talking about nightlife. Behind the photographs, the music, and the glamorous outfits, these are simply people looking for connection, entertainment, and a break from their normal routine. Some are celebrating a birthday. Some are enjoying a weekend with friends. Some are meeting someone new. Some simply want to dance for a few hours and forget about everything else. There are no rules saying that everyone has to enjoy nightlife in the same way. For some people, the perfect night ends at a busy nightclub. For others, it's a quiet conversation with friends at a late-night restaurant. And for some, it's simply walking through the city, enjoying the lights and feeling the energy around them. That's what makes Manchester at night so interesting. Different people, different personalities, different styles, different reasons for going out, but all sharing the same city after dark. And as the night gets later, the streets become even more alive. The music gets louder, the clubs become busier, the conversations become more spontaneous, and the real Manchester nightlife begins to reveal itself. For many people, the night doesn't really begin when they enter the club. It begins at home. The music is playing in the background. Messages are coming in. Friends are deciding where to meet. And everyone is starting to prepare for the night ahead. For many women, getting ready can become part of the fun itself. Choosing an outfit is not always as simple as opening a wardrobe and picking the first thing you see. There is often a little thought behind it. Where are we going tonight? Is it a relaxed bar, an elegant lounge, or a busy nightclub? What kind of music will be playing? Will we be dancing? Who are we going with? All of these questions can influence what someone decides to wear. And Manchester Nightlife offers plenty of different styles. Some women prefer a classic and elegant look. A simple dress, a pair of heels, and carefully chosen accessories can create a sophisticated appearance without being too complicated. Others prefer something more modern. A fashionable top, jeans, a skirt, boots, or a leather jacket can create a completely different look. And some people like to experiment. Bright colours, unusual accessories, glamorous makeup, or a more daring outfit can become a way of expressing personality. There is no single outfit that defines Manchester Nightlife. That's part of the fun. Fashion allows people to decide how they want to present themselves. For some, looking elegant makes them feel confident. For others, a bold outfit gives them energy. And for many, the most important thing is simply feeling comfortable in their own skin. Of course, preparing for a night out isn't only about clothing. Hair and makeup can also become an important part of the preparation. Some people prefer a natural appearance. Others enjoy a more glamorous look, especially when they know they will be taking photographs or spending the night in a stylish venue. The goal is often the same: to feel ready for the night. And there's something interesting about this preparation. When someone takes time to get ready, they can almost feel themselves switching from everyday life into a different mood. The workday is finished. The responsibilities can wait. Now it's time to relax. It's time to enjoy music. It's time to meet friends. And perhaps, most importantly, it's time to have fun. Accessories can also make a difference. A small handbag, earrings, a necklace, a watch, or a pair of sunglasses can completely change an outfit. Sometimes, it's the smallest detail that makes a look memorable. But nightlife fashion isn't only about women. Men also have their own styles. Some prefer smart shirts and jackets. Others choose a simple t-shirt with jeans and fashionable sneakers. And some enjoy a more sophisticated style when visiting upscale venues. What people wear can also depend on the location. A casual bar might have a completely different atmosphere from an exclusive nightclub. Some venues have dress codes. Others are much more relaxed. That's why checking the venue before going out can save you from an uncomfortable surprise at the entrance. And when people finally leave home, the transformation is complete. The city becomes the next part of the experience. Walking through the streets at night, surrounded by lights, music, and other groups heading in the same direction, creates a feeling that is difficult to reproduce during the daytime. Everyone seems to be going somewhere. Some people are laughing, others are taking photographs. Friends are talking about where they will go next. And somewhere in the distance, you can already hear the music from a nightclub. This is the moment when anticipation starts to build. You don't know exactly how the night will end. Maybe it will be a quiet evening. Maybe you'll discover a new place. Maybe you'll meet someone interesting. Maybe you'll dance for hours. Or maybe you'll simply spend time with the people you already know. And that's one of the reasons people keep going out. Every night can be slightly different. Even if you visit the same city, the same street, or even the same club, the people around you can completely change the experience. Manchester's nightlife is constantly moving. New groups arrive, others leave, music changes, venues become busier, and fashion becomes part of the atmosphere. Look around on a busy night and you'll see an incredible mixture of personalities and styles. Elegant outfits, casual looks, bold fashion, classic fashion, and everything in between. But perhaps the most important accessory of all is confidence. You don't need the most expensive clothes. You don't need to follow every trend. And you certainly don't need to look like anyone else. The best nightlife style is the one that makes you feel comfortable and confident. Because once you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to relax, enjoy the Now that everyone is ready, it's time to discover one of the biggest attractions of Manchester after dark, the clubs. As the evening continues, more and more people begin making their way toward the nightlife districts. You can feel the atmosphere changing as you get closer. The streets become busier. Groups of friends walk together. Music escapes through the doors of different venues. And outside the clubs, people wait patiently for their turn to enter. For some, the excitement starts the moment they arrive. For others, the real experience begins when they walk through the doors. Inside, everything changes. The sound becomes louder. The lighting becomes more dramatic. The atmosphere becomes more energetic. And suddenly, the city outside feels very far away. Music is one of the most important parts of this experience. It can completely change the mood of a room. A powerful beat can bring hundreds of people together on the same dance floor. Different people who have never met before can suddenly be moving to the same rhythm. That's one of the special things about music. You don't necessarily need to know anyone. You don't even need to speak the same language. The rhythm creates a connection. Manchester has a long relationship with music, and that culture can still be felt throughout its nightlife. Different venues offer different experiences. Some focus on electronic music and DJs. Others play hip-hop, R&B, pop, or a mixture of different styles. Some venues are large and crowded. Others are smaller and more intimate. And choosing the right place can make a huge difference to your night. If you're someone who loves dancing, you might naturally look for a busy dance floor. If you prefer conversation, you might choose a lounge or a quieter bar. And if you're discovering Manchester for the first time, exploring different places can be part of the adventure. One of the most interesting things about a busy nightclub is watching how quickly strangers can become part of the same atmosphere. Someone starts dancing. Another person joins. A group of friends starts laughing. Someone recognizes a song. And suddenly, the whole room seems to react together. The DJ plays a familiar track, and people sing along. A new song begins, and their energy changes again. The lights move across the room. People raise their hands. Some dance confidently. Others are simply moving along with the music. And nobody really needs to be perfect. Nightlife isn't a dance competition. It's about enjoying yourself. For many people, dancing is one of the easiest ways to forget about stress. During the day, we often spend hours sitting, working, studying, or thinking about responsibilities. At night, dancing gives people an opportunity to move, laugh, and simply enjoy the moment. It can also be a social activity. Friends who haven't seen each other all week can finally spend time together. They can dance, take photographs, share jokes, and create memories. And sometimes people meet someone new. A conversation might start near the bar. Someone might ask about the music. Two people might discover that they like the same artist. Or maybe a simple smile becomes the beginning of a conversation. Nightlife creates opportunities for social interaction that might never happen during an ordinary day. But there is also an important side to enjoying a night out, respecting other people. Not everyone wants to dance with a stranger. Not everyone wants to be approached. And not everyone is looking for romance. A good nightlife experience depends on understanding boundaries. Confidence is attractive, but respect is essential. The best conversations happen when both people are comfortable. The best dancing happens when everyone feels free to enjoy themselves. And the best nights are the ones where everyone can go home with good memories. Of course, drinks are also part of the atmosphere in many nightlife venues. Bars and clubs offer everything from soft drinks and mocktails to cocktails and alcoholic beverages. For some people, a drink is simply part of the social experience. But drinking responsibly is important. Knowing your limits, staying with your friends, and making sure you have a safe way to get home can make a huge difference. You don't need to drink alcohol to enjoy a nightlife. Music, dancing, conversation, and the atmosphere itself can be enough. And that's something worth remembering. The real attraction of nightlife isn't a particular drink. It's the experience around it. The music, the lights, the people, the energy, the feeling of being somewhere completely different from your normal routine. As the night gets later, the clubs become even more energetic. The dance floors become crowded. The music gets louder. And Manchester continues to glow outside. For visitors, this can be one of the most exciting parts of NT. One of the most unpredictable parts of a night out is the people you meet. You can plan where you're going, choose your outfit, decide which club to visit, and even choose the music you want to hear. But you can't plan every conversation. And that's what makes nightlife so interesting. A busy night can bring together people from completely different backgrounds. Some are local. Others are visiting Manchester for the weekend. Some are celebrating something special. Others simply decided at the last minute that they wanted to go out. And sometimes, a simple night with friends can turn into an unexpected social experience. many people, meeting others is one of the most enjoyable parts of nightlife. It might start with something very simple. A smile, a comment about the music, a question about the venue, or simply two people finding themselves standing next to each other while waiting for a drink. There doesn't always have to be a complicated reason to start a conversation. Sometimes the best conversations happen naturally, and when it comes to flirting, confidence can certainly help. But confidence doesn't mean being aggressive or trying to impress everyone. Real confidence is often much simpler. It's being comfortable with yourself. It's knowing how to start a conversation without forcing it. And most importantly, knowing when the other person isn't interested. This is particularly important in nightlife because the atmosphere can sometimes be loud and crowded. A person may be dancing simply because they enjoy the music. A smile doesn't automatically mean romantic interest. And someone being friendly doesn't necessarily mean they want to be approached. Understanding these differences is part of being respectful. The best interactions are mutual. Both people are interested in talking. Both feel comfortable. And both have the freedom to continue the conversation or walk away. For many women, feeling respected can make a huge difference to the quality of their night. Going out should be about enjoying yourself, not constantly worrying about unwanted attention. The same principle applies to men. A man doesn't need to approach every woman he finds attractive. Sometimes, the best thing to do is simply enjoy the evening and let conversations happen naturally. And when two people genuinely connect, the conversation can become much more interesting. They might talk about music, where they're from, what they do, where they usually go out, their favorite places in Manchester, or perhaps where they would like to travel next. Sometimes the conversation lasts only a few minutes. Sometimes people exchange social media accounts. And sometimes a simple conversation becomes a friendship, or perhaps something more. That's one of the reasons nightlife can be memorable. You never completely know who you're going to meet. But attraction isn't only about appearance. Of course, physical attraction can be the first thing that catches someone's attention. A stylish outfit, a smile, confidence, or someone's overall appearance can make you notice them. But once the conversation begins, personality becomes much more important. A good sense of humor, kindness, confidence without arrogance, the ability to listen, and simply making another person feel comfortable. These qualities can make someone much more attractive than their appearance alone. And that's something people often discover when they spend time together. You might notice someone because of the way they look, but you'll remember them because of the way they made you feel. Nightlife can create an environment where these first encounters happen naturally. The music creates energy, the lights create atmosphere, and the relaxed environment makes conversation easier for some people. But not every night leads to romance, and that's perfectly normal. Sometimes the best thing that happens is simply spending time with friends, laughing together, taking photographs, dancing, sharing stories, and creating memories. A night doesn't have to end with a new relationship to be successful. Sometimes the experience itself is enough. For visitors coming to Manchester, this social atmosphere can also make the city feel welcoming. You can arrive without knowing many people and still find yourself surrounded by conversations, music, and activity. Of course, it helps to be open-minded. Don't expect every person you meet to have the same personality. Don't expect every it simply means that person isn't interested. Respecting that answer is one of the most important parts of social interaction. And when people understand that, nightlife becomes much more enjoyable for everyone. There is also something exciting about meeting. Just like that, we've reached the end of our Manchester nightlife journey. Thank you so much for watching and spending those moments with us. I hope you enjoyed discovering the city's nighttime atmosphere, its people, its music, its fashion, and the energy that makes Manchester so special after dark. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to VibeRush. Like the video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. We'll be discovering more cities, more nightlife, and more unforgettable moments around the world. So, stay with us, keep exploring, and keep enjoying the good vibes. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, stay safe and keep the VibeRush alive.